Ravens have an intelligence, and it is much more developed than we could imagine. The brain structure of crows allows them to solve complex intellectual problems. They are easily adaptable and change their behavior depending on the circumstances. The researchers concluded that ravens are even similar to humans in that they sometimes use their intelligence purely for entertainment. They have developed a natural curiosity. They have memories and are ready to solve complex problems. In this issue, just look at these funny birds and their antics. Indeed, crows, along with parrots, are one of the most intelligent birds. And in some ways they even surpass parrots, for example, in solving complex tasks that require training. Crows are capable of learning, including through imitation. In their environment there are complex social ties, a complex hierarchy. In a large flock of crows, they are individually familiar with each other, recognize each other. It is known that they have complex communication with each other, between groups, between families, within families. In terms of behavior, crows are one of the most interesting groups of birds. In many birds, monogamy is limited to one breeding season. They formed a pair, bred the chicks, flew to winter, and the next season the pairs form anew. Ovuron is long-term, and often lifelong, unions. Interestingly, sometimes the chicks of the previous season stay close to their parents until the next spring, although they are quite capable of independent life only 2 to 3 weeks after leaving the nest. Quite often, crows stick to cats, dogs, and other animals. It looks very funny, and there are several reasons for this. Sometimes crows just have fun, but there are more important reasons. For example, in the spring at the time of offspring departure, adult birds vigilantly guard their offspring and can attack anyone who is in dangerous proximity. Attacks on people are no exception. Every spring in the parks there is a cawing of crows actively chasing cats. Dogs and their owners are also attacked. Also, street dogs and cats are food competitors for crows, and it is not uncommon for crows to try to drive street cats or dogs away from something edible. These birds are very dexterous, and even a very angry cat pulling his tail most often does not keep up with the crow, and is forced to run away in disgrace. Crows often do things just out of curiosity. For example, their riding on rooftops on plastic caps is just a game for them. Crows are smart enough to just play and enjoy it. For their games, crows are able to use many devices and interact with different objects. You can also often observe a funny picture when there is a fight between street cats or yard dogs. Then curious crows gather as spectators for this show. Perhaps it is difficult to find a bird more courageous than a chicken protecting its chickens, and this crow felt all the fury of this mother. The crow found a loophole how to get into the chicken coop in the hope of getting food there or finding something else interesting, but got such a beating that she forgot how she got there, and got a lesson for life. These birds adapt perfectly to life in the urban jungle, because in the city you can easily get delicious exotic food that you can't find in the forest. So you can often see birds checking fast food paper bags and burger boxes for food leftovers. And this crow did not like that on its territory. Two cute dogs were tied near the store, waiting for the hostess. And this case was filmed by visitors to the zoo. A lion keen on eating a piece of meat allows the crows to pinch his tail, not particularly paying attention to the interest in his person from the birds. This cat's hunting for pigeons was unceremoniously spoiled by a pestering crow, which does not allow concentration, constantly grabbing its tail. At some point, the cat realized the hopelessness of the situation and completed his hunt. And here, a couple of cats wanted to yell and sort things out, but the annoying crow did not allow them to concentrate, ruining the cat meeting. This cat was not ready for such impudence of the bird and pretended that he urgently needed to go home. Here is another similar case. A couple of cats climbed onto the roof to decide once and for all who controls this yard. The situation is tense to the limit, any sudden movement can lead to a fight, but the crow decided to intervene in the situation, provoking an already angry cat. At some point, the nerves of the snow leopard could not stand being distracted by both the tailed competitor and the crow, and the conflict got out of control. The cats grappled in a fierce fight without noticing anything around, flew head over heels from the roof, and the curious crow watched with interest what was happening, acting as a referee. And this crow could not resist the temptation to tease such a large dog. Sneaking up from behind, she chose the right moment and pinched her tail. Due to their intelligence, situations are not uncommon when these birds even make friends with cats or dogs, somehow finding an approach to other animals and excluding any aggression on their part. Friends, if you liked the video about these amazing birds, write about it in the comments, support the video with likes, and we will make another part about these funny birds.